welcome to Enter the Bunker, where we help you launch into thriving by discussing building bricks that we talk about to help build your own personal bunkers, tongue twister, to help keep the negativity out, because you know there's a lot of that these days in the world. And these building bricks are like, you know, respect, fairness, creativity, and like this week's building brick, courage. I'm Brandon Niles.
And I'm Kelly Cadell. If you're watching on Twitch, please be sure to go to YouTube at Enter the Bunker and chat live with us right here, right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, after this video, you can subscribe to our Instagram because we could feature you.
Ooh.
I feel like I've said that a lot of times in my life.
It's just up there now,
yeah,
right?
it's just in the head.
This looks like it could be out in the bird. Not this, but there was like two
Okay,
cars
there's like
drifting.
a lot of parts to this.
Yes.
That's me diving.
That's you diving?
Yeah, oh, that's me actually.
Why do I feel like that should be Jonathan?
What?
I kind of see Jonathan on a jet ski just giving her.
Just giving her.
Just giving her.
That's Jonathan, because he skis.
Didn't you say you skied?
I have skied in high school.
Oh, you have skied,
Jonathan
right.
skis like every winter.
So this seems to be extreme sports, I think. Seems.
Yeah. Oh, because you have to have courage.
You have to have courage.
To do extreme sports. I like the weightlifting one too. That's you.
That's me? Weightlifting?
Oh no, that's you.
I wish. That'd be me, and then throwing the bike because it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. It's
this is me.
This is you?
And I have done this.
What? I've never done that before.
Not professionally.
What is that person?
Just in the
we
back
talked
row.
about that yesterday.
Bungee jump. I couldn't do it.
No?
I've seen too many videos of accidents.
Just be high enough in the air that you can have a parachute attached to you.
But like, what if the cord snaps?
Then you pull your parachute.
What if you bounce back up too high and hit your head on the bridge? I've seen that.
Okay, I haven't watched these videos, and don't, because you might be too scared. And then you'll have to use courage and not bravery.
That's right. So this week is all about courage. And Oprah Winfrey, which I'm sure you may know, she said an interesting line here before. It was, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for.
You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So she's pretty much saying, don't keep your mouth shut. Speak your voice. Have a voice.
Don't keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
You're just,
don't
that
keep
was
your
a
mouth
little
shut.
vulgar, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, have a voice, speak your voice, and you're more likely to get. Because if you don't ask for something, you're never going to get it.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, the worst that could come out of asking for something is a no or a negative experience. But then take that and learn from it, and at least you were courageous enough. At least I can say the word today. To even ask for it, because sometimes asking for something that when you need help or is hard.
That's right. And you know, I read something before too. It was, don't look at mistakes as failures. Look at mistakes as opportunities.
Yes.
That way you can improve on that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I really resonate with that. So
if you if you were to think of one person who resembles courage, who would it be? Fiction or nonfiction? You guys let me know too. If one person that resembles courage, who would it be? Fiction or nonfiction? Let's hear it from you first, and then we'll go back to the chat.
Courage. Somebody I think resembles courage. I think in a fictional sense, I mean, you would have to think like every superhero.
Yeah.
Like
has to be courageous.
Superman, Spider-Man, all those guys and girls, like they would have to be courageous to do what they do.
Right.
What about you?
I think parents.
Parents.
I think parents would have to be very courageous. I think any parent would be courageous.
Yeah.
Because having children is not easy. And you need that courage to sometimes do things that may scare you but not scare them.
So what are some of those things?
Like pick up bugs.
Pick up bugs?
Yeah, or like, what's another thing? I don't know, like my son, he's all into right now, like kind of like parkour. So he's doing a lot of different jumps from here to there, and I'm wanting to tell him to stop because he's wanting me to join in. I'm wanting to tell him to stop because I know accidents happen.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Yeah.
But I have to have the courage to even let him do it without making him scared and not wanting to have courage to do things like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, and I've been not reading a lot, but I've been hearing a lot about how, like, you know, how, like, when we were kids, parents just like, just get outside, climb trees, do whatever. And then, like, if kids hurt themselves, people say, oh, kids, it's just kids, right? They're built to hurt themselves because they're just...
Their bones are kind of like actually like more rubbery than ours too.
Yeah, so it's less likely you're gonna break a bone.
And did you know you're born without kneecaps?
No.
Yeah, they don't actually form till you're like between, I think, the ages of 3 and 5.
So what is it then? Just the two bones just rocking back and forth?
There just ain't nothing there.
That's so weird.
So there's an article.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just so captivated by the fact I didn't have kneecaps as a kid. So acting courageously generally makes us feel good because, you know, it involves mastering emotions. So, like, yesterday you guys kind of touched on it a little bit, like, you know, not being overconfident, but not being fearful of everything. You know, courage is kind of like that in between. I kind of think of courage as like a spectrum.
Right.
So, like, you have fear, you have courage, bravery, and then there's overconfident.
Okay.
Right? So, like, bravery is more like you don't have fear of something.
Right.
So you just
do it.
That's right. And then overconfident is just thinking you're a master at it.
And usually, not usually, but I find when people are overconfident, not always, but they'll maybe try to be a show off, I guess. And that doesn't always turn out in favor. For instance, my brother I had a birthday party with all my girls, and this is when I was a child, and I had a piñata. And we were all hitting the piñata, and none of us could break it open. He was a baseball player, so he was like, yeah, I got this, just wait till I get up there, So all of us girls are standing around. He gets up there, he takes the biggest swing of all time and completely misses the piñata altogether. And we all just snickered and giggled like it was the funniest thing just because he was overconfident.
He thought he was like Ken Griffey Jr. or something.
Yeah, he definitely did.
That's hilarious. So anyways, we found this article because some people feel like they are not a very courageous person. Like, there's probably some things for me where I'm more courageous than others.
Yeah.
So this article just kind of touches on a few of those. So one of them is like, admit you have fears.
Right.
Because, I mean, everybody has fears. Mm-hmm. And once you're able to admit to those fears, you're able to learn ways on how to conquer them. So then facing your fears. No failure, but press forward. Kind of tying back to that whole persistence talk that we had.
Yeah.
Cope with risk and uncertainty, and accept your challenge.
So cope with risk and uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, conquer your fears by learning to deal with life's uncertainties.
That's right.
If you fear of losing your home, set up an emergency savings account. That's a little drastic, but I mean, it could happen, but I don't know if anybody's savings account would technically pay for a new house, but maybe you can get that down payment again.
Right. So, like, one that I really like in this list is face your fears. Because, I mean, it's one thing to acknowledge that you have those fears, mm-hmm. but it's also another thing on itself to face those fears. So, like, for myself, I wouldn't say it's a crippling fear, but I am not a fan of wasps. Not the bumblebees.
No,
the
wasps, the black and white ones.
Yes, the one that look like beetles and have absolute no purpose in life. I can't stand them. But, I mean, I've been in places where I kind of had to deal with it. Like, I used to do construction before this. Yeah. And I was on a roof, and one kind of came at me. I'm like, what am I going to do, jump off the roof?
Yeah.
Thought about it.
I bet.
But, yeah, so that's just one example of it. So, like, facing your fears is probably going to be the most effective way to get encouraged in my mind.
And before you face your fears, this was my favorite one, is you have to admit your fears.
Right.
So come to peace, I guess, that you have these fears, and then go on to face them.
Right. So do you think, is there something that's not on this list that would help induce courage?
So we got admit you have fears, face your fears, no failure but press forward, cope with risk and uncertainty, and accept your challenge. I guess if you accept your challenge, you cope with it, you do your courageous thing, the thing that you were scared of to do the most, the feeling afterwards will probably make you want to do that more often because you're going to feel good with yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's for me. What about you? What do you think? There's anything like not on the list that could help you be better courage person?
Courage person. I love it.
I know.
I'm going to refer to you as the courage person. Kelly the courage person. It's a wrestling name. Not that you ever, except for the one you've ever mentioned, no, really.
No. I think those ones are like pretty good. So the article actually has 10 in it, doesn't it?
Yes, it has more than this.
So be sure to check out the article though, because it's the link's in our bio.
Yep.
And yeah, there's 10 ways to help with courage in that article. We picked out 5 here, but you can go on and read the article yourself and yeah, learn from it.
That's right.
That's right.
Is there something that you feel, and I know you and Jonathan talked about this yesterday, but I don't know if you gave an answer on it. Is there something that you feel courage won't help with?
Something I feel that courage won't help with. That's a toughie, I think. But I guess courage won't help with something that you know that you're never going to do. Like for you, would you ever let a wasp land on you and let it just like admire it and call it cute? That's a long, hard thought right there, Brandon.
Probably not.
Yeah. So like, I don't think courage can help you if you're not willing to do it.
Yeah. Geez, I'd have to really think about that. If like somebody was like, here's $100, I would do it.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
So like Justin sent a picture this morning in general chat for our work, and it was this old rusty piece of machine that he's cleaning, and he said he would give somebody $10 to lick that. I said I'd do it for $100. That is how far my courage would take me. My courage would not do it for $10.
No.
But my courage would do it for $100.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of activity in chat here. It's with Matthew. We were chatting on TikTok before the live.
Yes.
So we're in a 64,000 square foot nuclear bunker. And he's telling us that there's all of these underground tunnels.
Yeah.
And there's like openings around the bunker.
I truly believe that. I've done tours here I did them for 2 years, and you do not know how many people came into the bunker to just tell me that, and they wanted to be taken to the spots. And I was like, neat, top secret.
So anyway, so we're gonna build up the courage, myself, Abigail, and Matthew. We're gonna go try and explore these tunnels, or see if we can find them first.
Right, have the courage to go explore some spooky, creepy, old stuff.
That's right. And if we do find anything, we're gonna take lots of videos and pictures, and it's gonna be all over our social media. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, add it into the bunker.
Ooh, I know something that is going to bother me with this. Is we have to walk through the woods, and there's ticks in the woods, and anything that's what I should have said. Leeches and ticks is my biggest fear.
Are you wearing pants?
No.
No. Tuck your, if you're wearing pants.
Wearing shorts, folks.
I should have asked that question a little better. I apologize.
I actually have a pair of leggings here, so we can throw this on.
If you're wearing pants,
tuck your socks in.
Yeah, tuck your pants in your socks.
Is it Atlantic?
Atlantics? I do too, I think. Or no, it might be at home.
Mine's at home for sure. Yeah, ticks and leeches are definitely my fear, and I don't think courage would ever help me overcome them.
So there was once where, I'll say this before we go, we were in Cape Breton, and my brother was with us, and we were at like this waterfall, and he was going to jump off the cliff into the water because, you know, he's an idiot.
Courageous.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And anyway, so when he was out there, he was just about to jump, a leech bit him.
Yeah.
And And he ended up falling.
A leech bit him.
Yeah.
It didn't bite him. It sucked his blood.
Well, it bit him and then eventually sucked his blood, but the initial action was biting. Anyway,
And
so
what did he do?
he was about to jump off a waterfall,
Yeah.
and then he fell
Yeah.
into the water.
Is he
Could have been a
okay?
lot worse. But just stone cold, no reaction from Kelly. Nothing.
I know.
So he just fell. That's it. Tough.
Thank you, Matthew. I think that's a great idea. Put tape around your ankles, stick side
I've
facing
seen
out.
that.
Yes, I've seen that too. That's brilliant.
It was actually really disgusting.
Okay, let's go. You guys ready? Just joking. I guess we should sign off first. We don't just want to leave you hanging here. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like this YouTube channel, like the channel, subscribe, ring the bell, get all the notifications when we go live on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Next time we go live is Friday, and it is Fun Friday.
I have something planned for you and Jonathan on Friday.
Ooh-hoo.
I don't think you won't be doing that on Friday.
I won't be doing that? Dancing?
No. You may be running.
Running? I can't run. I'll be running if my ticket gets on me. All right, guys, we'll see you on Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day, and be courageous.
Bye.